If you've been struggling with your pop-up, you're not alone. I was in the same boat with you across a lot of my clients. I was building, A/B testing, trying all the things, but my opt-in rate in Klaviyo was kind of like subpar. For some clients, like we just could not crack the code on a good pop-up for them. We've tried different targeting, we've tried different looks, and if you've used different pop-up builders inside of your email platforms, you know there can be some limitations. So when I started to branch out and see, look, somebody must have been cracking the code here on how to build an amazing pop-up that converts. So I started looking around and I happened to find this amazing app called Alia. Now you may not know it, but you probably have seen their pop-ups when you're exploring some of those big brands websites out there and kind of thinking like, wait, how did they do that? How did they make it full screen? How did they do all these cool little widget pieces? If you dig into it, you'll see that that pop-up is coming right from Alia. So what I thought would be fun is that I now have had a couple of my clients on Alia and I'm kind of singing their praises. I really love the performance and honestly, the communication the team has, the founders there are just amazing. I feel like to me that just speaks so much volumes when you can actually have a Slack chat with the co-founder and they're literally helping you build it. Like it's so hands-off and amazing and it's just like, oh, you guys are awesome. So I can't sing their praises enough, but I definitely do have some stats to back up how awesome they are. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So let's go ahead and start here with one of my clients, Swims. So originally when we had our pop-up over in Klaviyo, we kind of had just say, basic pop-up, it kind of just pulls up, has an image. Hey, do you want 10% off? Super simple, nothing crazy, but we did notice that the engagement really wasn't there. If we try to customize some of the settings, it just really wasn't capturing enough leads like we wanted it to. So the pop-up that Alia built right out of the box, like if you're just looking to get a new pop-up up, see how it does, and then iterate from there, I feel like this is kind of their classic go-to, which is, hey, we've got a mystery discount for you, and they'll A/B test that against like straight up like, hey, what are you here shopping for? And they'll A/B test that against something like, hey, you have X% off. So we found that this particular one worked really well. And we also were able to collect some data. So as you can see in here, we're asking them, what are you shopping here today? Loafers, sneakers, apparel, swimwear. Based off that information, we could actually do some segmented follow-up if we really wanted to, but it's just some good info to have. It lets people not have, that hesitation. It also helps leads not want to like click away right away. Like if we're asking a question, we're kind of starting with that versus just straight up being like, give us your email address. So this has a much better kind of like action taking to it. So with our original pop-up, we were sitting at like a 1.4%, not great. Like we want to be cracking at least a 3% to be in like the running of some optimizations. This one, we could not get past a 2%. But with Alia, we were able to get it up to a 5.7%. The next one I have is a really, really fun one. And what's great about the iterations that they've done for SoloWave is that this information that we get from them trickles down into the welcome series. So I have different follow-up emails based off on if they are wanting to improve their face, body, hands, chest and neck, because they have products for those specific types of areas that you want to see improvements. So this information trickles into a super curated welcome series. So love that we get to collect this info. Also, what's super cool is that based off of this, we also have an education block that appears, which I'll show you here in a second, which is super cool. So with ours, we just have it straight up, up to 35% off today, claim today. They're able to answer those questions. And we have a few other additional steps too. This is also another iteration that we've done for them. So just to kind of show you a version of this one that I'm previewing. So, hey, how often do you prioritize self-care? Every day. What's your age range? And then you can put in your email address, phone number, and then get into your discount. What's super awesome is now you can see we have this little block here that is then going to educate them about red light therapy. Maybe people don't really know how much time do I need in a day. And then through this, they can go through, answer a few more questions if they're interested in it, I'm looking to invest in long-term skin health. We're able to kind of do some pre-education before they start browsing. So this has been super cool. The engagement with it has been really awesome, and I'm excited on iterating on this more and more. So with SoloWave, we actually have been on Alia for a while now, but right now their current sign-up rate is sitting at a 9.2%, which is fabulous. Next here, I have my client Peloti. So very similar to how we decided to roll this out for swims, they also had the mystery discount piece win out over just kind of saying, hey, you have X% waiting. So we had a little fun with it. What's steering your visit to Peloti today? Sneakers. I'm an auto enthusiast. Sneakers and cars, just exploring. So based off of that, we were able to see, again, hovering around that 1% up to an 8.7%. And then I just want to show a couple examples too of how some other brands that use Alia have it show up on their website. So for Batch, for example, as you can see, this is kind of a full screen takeover, which honestly works really well. I've always been kind of like anti-full page takeover, but it always beats out like every time. But this one's straight up, hey, you've got $20 off. Yes, I want it. And then based off of that, we start asking them some questions. So similar to how I showed you that SoloWave one, this is how their route goes. We collect some answers to these questions, and then they get their $25 off. So based off of their stats, they were sitting at around 10%, which really is not bad, but able to get it up to a 36% sign-up rate, which is amazing. And then Alia mentioning here a 43% purchase rate after signing up. Another example of a two-step here, again, asking questions like, what is your diet lifestyle here? So based off of that, we can then, trigger some follow-up messages, also just having a straight up 20% off offer. And then again, using that widget that is becoming super popular. And honestly, I would think more brands are using it, especially if educating people on why your product is better than competitors. I mean, it's awesome for that. So with signing up with Alia, they were able to increase their sign-up rate by 36%, 15% increase in email-driven revenue. And lastly, if you're like, look, I don't want anything complicated, I want it straight to the point. Look, you don't have to get into the whole education-ness of everything, right? Maybe it's too much. You just want to, hey, I just want a better performing pop-up. Let's see if Alia can beat out my Klaviyo pop-up. Can roll up something like this. Like, who are you shopping for today? Myself, someone else. Claim your free tape, finish signing up. And just based off of that, they were getting a 25% sign-up rate on their pop-up. 86K in additional revenue. That's 143x in ROI, which is awesome. Again, I can't sing their praises enough. I honestly have recommended them to pretty much all of our clients now, and I'm trying to get them moved over there. Just because the performance that they drive is, one, not only better, but the team that you work with there is so personal. Like literally, I mean, I've had this pop up for Peloti up, but they have been messaging me, hey, let's spin up an A/B test. How about we test this? How about we test this next? And I'm like, guys, yes, just go for it. You guys are doing awesome. So never have I worked with an app that has that level of support coming with it. Just an amazing team that I really, really enjoy working with. And I did just want to give you a little peek inside of the actual builder as well. So if you want to make changes, you want to adjust things, you want to work on new triggers, like you want to be more involved and not have their team kind of get in and get everything built for you, you have that customization. This is not one of those apps where, this app team is building it and you never see it again. And if they ghost you, you're, out of sorts. Nothing like that. So you could always jump in here and make changes yourself if you want. Everything is super intuitive for edits. You can add different stages here, different follow-ups, and then again, kind of customizing this education widget piece. So there's a lot you can work with inside the builder itself. Super intuitive and very customizable. Like, I think for people who maybe are a bit kind of tech avoid too much tech. This might be too many options, but you can just stick to the easy stuff. They can build it for you. And if you want to make small tweaks, doing that isn't super hard in here at all. All right, guys, I just wanted to film this quick video, kind of showcase an app that I am absolutely loving right now and using for my clients. So if you want to check out Alia, put a link in the description. Let them know that Peyton sent you. And I can't wait to see what they cook up for you guys. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.